Welcome back, everybody. That was an incredible video and showing a lot of commitment within the sector clearly to advancing cultural diversity in a more robust way inside out. So not just at the level of optics, but in the level of the way that we operate as an industry. And I think that's particularly important. That also does signify the close for today's proceedings. It has been a phenomenal conference. There's been so much there. Conversations, both in the chat, both in real time. There have been learnings, there have been presentations and stories and videos and books, and there's just been a wealth. And if the comment section is any indication, this has been a spectacular success. I hope that you feel that it has been useful for you. This conference was a logistical feat to set up. But it's clearly a labour born of passion for this industry and for the subject matter by the Centre for Cultural Diversity and Ageing. I hope you've gleaned takeaways that you can implement in your businesses and your organisations, or perhaps reconsider how your current practices and businesses might be overhauled. Maybe this is a call to change, or as I think it was Elizabeth Drews mentioned, a call to arms and perhaps to revolutionise the way that we approached ageism in this country. And as I mentioned, if the comment section are any indication, not only has this been a valuable addition to the professional development collateral of so many of you, it's been a valuable personal experience for some. I can see that from the heartfelt connection that you have shown, many of you, in sharing stories of family and friends. I think for me personally, as a cross-cultural consultant in this space, the conversations and the learnings have been an affirmation that the concerns about improving the fidelity of the aged care sector, and specifically that ensure services and practitioners are more mindful, inclusive in their operations, not just externally, but in the way that they recruit and in the way that they lead. I think this has been a brilliant experience. May we all get to where we want to be, and may we foster an environment that doesn't just celebrate our older people, but protects them and respects them. As a final note, I would draw your attention to, just before you leave, a bit of closing admin. There is a section on the left-hand side of your screen in the purple bar, which you will see both a PCAC Alliance Provider Survey, and that's a survey where you're invited to contribute to what could the Centre for Culture and Diversity and Ageing do more of. What are some more training ideas? What more operational things they could come up with that could benefit you? I mean, it's all very self-explanatory, but that survey is there. And of course, the obligatory post-conference survey, which I know the organisers would really value you completing, because with that feedback, the critical feedback, it enables them to lift their game and to make something next time even bigger and better and more pertinent. So please take the time out to fill those if you can today. Otherwise, you will be getting a link to those in the coming week. And I guess in a closing note, once again, I'd like to thank the sponsors of today's conference. I would like to thank the Department of Health through PCAC. I would like to thank today's IT team for their support in keeping this conference going, notwithstanding tech issues. And it wouldn't be an online conference if there weren't tech issues. Let's face it, that's how these things work. So we've been true to form. But thank you for all of that. Thank you to the amazing speakers and those professionals and those persons who've contributed of their own personal experience in sharing insights like Daniela that only elevate our knowledge and our intake. So thank you all for that. And last but not least, thank you to the dynamic Dioran team, that is Lisa Trabuzio and Tonino Gucciardo Massi, I practice those names, for just putting this together, and with a smile every time, with diligence, with energy. There was some bumpy moments there which you couldn't see, and that's the beauty of an online convention, is you only see what's the finished product, but we got through it all. So well done to the team, an absolutely phenomenal event. And on behalf of the Centre for Cultural Diversity and Ageing, my name is Tasneem Chopra. I want to thank you. I want you to stay safe, wash your hands, don't forget to wash your hands, sanitize, and have a good night. Thank you so much.